In early 2019, I broke up with a partner that I was with for 4 years. And I knew from even the first week that I was dating this person that he was an unhealthy connection. But I got invested into the relationship. I was on purpose ignoring the signs of danger ahead, and I didn't have a purpose. I had never thought about what I wanted out of a relationship. And so, fast forward 2019 in January, after a year of feeling these feelings of, in my intuition, knowing that I was with the wrong person, but being too terrified to break another person's heart, to make an incorrect decision, to never find love again. I really definitely had that mindset that I might never find a person again if I broke up with him, which is crazy now that I think about it, because now I'm in a place where I'm like, I'm very, very much in love with my current partner. And if he broke up with me, I really don't want that to ever happen, but I feel that I would survive. I would be okay. But I want to say that this topic is really dear to my heart because I've been through the experience where you can feel in your intuition that you're in the wrong relationship. And for me, it was always this gut feeling that I was growing and my partner wasn't interested in growing or learning or becoming flexible. And he had this, he had a fixed mindset. And so he just had these certain beliefs about, like, this is where he came from, this is where he'll always be. And I felt that we were always living out his story of limiting beliefs. And because I was energetically, emotionally, psychologically connected to this person at a very, very deep level, I knew in my heart and in my intuition, and then eventually in my intellect, I understood that if I stayed connected to this person, then I will never be able to transcend that level. And I was growing really rapidly at the time, and then breaking up with him poured fuel on my growth. It accelerated me to a point that I just felt like a weed. I was growing in every domain. I was in the best shape of my life. I was addressing my darkness. I had never done that before. I had never looked into my own patterns of unhealthy behaviors. I was unraveling my childhood. I was going through all of these things on top of learning about my attachment style, my behaviors in relationships, what I'm bringing to the table in a negative way, and what I can grow to bring to the table in a positive way. I was learning all about those things. I was really getting into, and you can only do this when you're by yourself. So I was getting into the discovery of my own identity, of who I really want to be. And then I was laying out a blueprint for who do I really want to be in the future. And then I laid out in my mind, in my journal, what's the blueprint for the relationship that I want to have? What kind of relationship do I want to be in? And so I want to say that I think it's an underestimated but extremely powerful time in life when you are single. And I'm really talking to people who want a partnership, but they're single. When you're single and you want somebody, allow that passion to ignite the fuel underneath you to help you grow. There's no other time in life, in my opinion, when you're single, you don't have kids, and you have freedom from responsibility from other people, that you can just really accelerate yourself in every domain in life, in your physical and health goals, in understanding your relationships and becoming healthier, in business and money, and in past trauma, and then accelerating yourself to the next level, right? So I want to say that because um, uh, a lot of times and I'm guilty, sometimes we'll try to fill the gap between the time that we're with the wrong person. We'll fill this gap until we find the right person with another wrong person. And I would say that it's way more powerful and way more transformative to stay fully alone, single, and I'll even add celibate, even without sexual connection, because I don't believe in casual sex. I don't believe that anything about sex is casual. So, single, and if by choice you decide to be celibate, I think that those are two things that I would do while you are deciding and really measuring and inquiring about whether or not you're with the right person. So you can go and have lots of fun and date around and have awesome experiences, as long as you're prioritizing the experience of life and the fun of life and filling up your cup and being whole. Being single can be such an exciting time. And I know, I would say for myself personally, the time that I was single was the hands down most transformative time of my life. I'm in a really beautiful relationship with Max, but you get so comfortable, you get so comfortable with your person that it's like, I don't have to go to the gym every day. He loves me, it's fine. So I just want to say that Max brought me these beautiful lilies today, and every day, like every week, we have really intense, real, deep, connected conversations. And I'm just glad that I did not settle and fill the gap between single and finding the right person with someone else. I'm glad that I stayed celibate. I'm glad I stayed single. And I'm glad that during that time, instead of numbing the pain with alcohol and drugs and food and all the other things that we use to not feel things, instead of that, I decided to feel all the shit, whether it meant like the most hardcore workouts, the introspection, the talking to therapists, the breaking it off with the saying thank you next to the wrong guys. It is hard to say no thank you, even though you've got potential, but you have to do that if you want to get to the next level. And then I want to just say, then you come out of the whole process of grieving an ended relationship as a whole person, where the relationship is just adding the cherry on top. It's just the extra icing, the extra goodness that just is popping off in life, right? It's not the reason why we live, right? Like, I feel like you definitely don't want your person to be like your reason that you live, right? You want it to be life is why, because I want to celebrate my life. And then if you want to come into my life and you want to be my friend, you want to be my partner, then we can cultivate something together. But I'm whole and complete without you. We're just gonna walk this path together, and hopefully we're taking each other up, up, up. Okay, that's my rant about staying single, because it's really transformation time.